key.
Yes.
Welcome to the side panel. I'm your host, Joel. With me this week is Bob.
Oh, Bob.
And Bob is here to bob. He's going to float around and bob.
That's me bobbing.
Yeah, Bob.
I'm going to not say that again.
For apples.
Yeah, apples.
Cran apples.
Cran apples.
Dingleberries. Dingle apples. Low-hanging fruit.
How you doing, you guys? Good to see you.
So some of us are sober.
Yeah, we're having a great day. It's
a wonderful day here in SoCal. The sun is out, but it's not blazing hot. It's barely in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little breeze coming through.
Mm-hmm.
We feel like we're finally through the summer oppression, the oppression of heat.
It's days like this that you're like, oh yeah, that's why I pay stupid money
to stay in California.
But it is pretty perfect. So
right now
mm-hmm.
in Blomont, which is where we live. Today in this episode, we are going to be unboxing toys again. Show us what you got, Joel.
All right, I have the Hasbro Star Wars Vintage Series Bantha.
This is Kenner.
Well, it's Kenner. They're doing the Kenner, relook of the Star Wars stuff, but it's yeah, you're right. So this thing has like the longest name ever. It's the Hasbro Star Wars Vintage Series Kenner's line Bantha. Also on top of that, I don't know if they're now releasing it somewhere else, but this was the only released in Disneyland. So a great friend of mine, Jason, made this happen. I didn't make it happen. He got it for me. So yeah, the Disneyland version. So this is what we got for this. And AJ, you want to give us a little sneak preview what you got going on?
What I've got is kind of perverted, and I'm going to apologize right now. What I've got is the Load Warrior. That's right. We're going to Load Warrior.
Yep.
This is Dreamstar Toys' version of Devastator. They put out this version. This is so far, just based on the looks and everything I've seen online, the most impressive piece and most cyberpunkish version of Devastator that I've seen come out so far. So I'm very excited to open it. I just got this in Dreamstar Toys version of Devastator. This is their third figure that's come out. I'm getting all of them, so you can expect an unboxing for the entire series. So that's what I got going for here.
Which to me, I'm excited to always see, because at this point, to me, like Devastator is just a personal opinion, but Devastator there's a lot of combiners, but if there's a bar of where your company, then you're going to make a combiner. If you can't make a good Devastator, then I don't really think I'm going to care too much about the rest that you do. Like Devastator is a benchmark. You know what I mean? The BLT sandwich.
A lot of the Devastators that have come out recently, as far as Hasbro's putting out, are fairly flat and one-dimensional, maybe two-dimensional.
Posability is arguable.
Right, but they're very, very plain. A lot of the third-party ones that are coming out, they're more three-dimensional. They're more, they're not as flat. They're just fully formed and more detailed and just immaculate versions of these figures, where every little detail on these things move, like the doors open, the windows roll down, that everything just functions in its own way, like a toy truck should, or a construction toy should, except that these are just, they also happen to transform.
I would love to see the actual like three-dimensional files on their computers. The people that are making these, I just would love to see the hard line of the three-dimensional designs, because I'm sure I could just swivel them around and stare at them. Same piece. They're like, "You done looking at that foot?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no. A little more at the foot. I'll move my way up."
No.
Yeah.
I hate feet on people, but on Transformers they're awesome.
Feet
Except
on a
for Optimus.
feet on a transformer is important. Bad feet, they don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know, you're toast, dude. Toast.
Toast.
Yeah.
Toast. Open your toe.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna go here. Here. I like that. Okay. All right. So the box, first off, I want to show you guys the art. I think is very, very, Kenner, like we're talking. You've got your metallic. I mean, it really
Outline.
it
You
looks
got a
real.
metallic border, silver border with
Yeah.
everything in the Star Wars, but you have action figures in action pose and a diorama type pose as the picture that you're seeing in the front and all over the box,
All over the box.
which is what I really appreciate. That shows the posability and the playability of the toy inside.
Yeah.
That entices me not only as a collector, but as a child. I want to play with it all day.
Every side of the box has some slightly different stuff going on,
Different poses and different action
different
figures.
poses.
Like,
So yeah, and like you said, it shows exactly what you're going to get. It does show you that you're going to get your own Tusken Raider in here that's in their own card back, which I've been thinking pretty cool. That's something that they've been doing. Hasbro's been doing with some of their stuff, not all of it, but like the GI Joe Transformers crossover, those figures all come in a card.
don't we have one coming?
Oh yeah, I hope so. Okay, let's see here. What's going on here?
Just full box.
Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, and as they say, you do get a unpunched Tusken Raider. I can't tell you guys if this looks identical to the Tusken Raider they would have released on its own.
The 77 collection.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, it's still really cool. It's unpunched. If you wanted to put this in a plastic hangable collector's case right away, it would look. It's perfect.
Or add it to your wallpaper like Joel does.
Yes, it's the best wallpaper. Anyway, pretty good looking figure. Tusken Raider got looking great. I'm not going to open this, you guys. I'm sorry. It's too perfect. I have a Tusken Raider that I can enjoy, but this guy's going to stay in here. This is a minty card.
See?
Yeah, minty card. So right away, when you look, Bantha comes in a clear plastic clamshell. It is molded perfect. I don't think this guy would go anywhere in shipping. He's also bagged, so that's pretty cool.
First off, I want to perm its hair.
Oh, this thing.
Just looking at it, I already
yeah.
I want to braid the tail.
There has never been more beautiful hair in a Star Wars toy. I think Princess Leia would be like, "Wow, you got me." So let me move these feet so it'll stay doing what it's doing.
It looks like an ugly version of Paris Hilton's dog.
So this thing has multiple. This hair isn't just on there; it's like laid out in specific flows. It looks very natural. Its face, I wish I could show you, has really great detail. Oh man, his eyes are in there.
We'll pull it up on the POV cam.
Yeah, the mouth opens and closes and has a very detailed, just teeth, lips. The legs move forward and backward. The ankles turn. I don't know what else you guys would want from one. It's posable enough to do what it needs to do. Highly detailed. And again, I can't quite tell you guys that really the way that this fake fur is laid down really looks natural and flows. I don't see seams. If I could actually take the saddle off, which I can't see that I can do, but if I did, actually, yeah, okay. I bet you this guy would just look like any little creature. We could probably have Jack, the best dog ever, come run in here and play with him. Again, like I said, let's see, where's that Tuscan Raider? So just for scale, I'm going to go up here and show you this next to the figure. So it is scaled really well. It's giant, okay? The saddle would totally fit perfect. Yeah. I said, sorry, you guys, I'm just not going to open this one. It's too beautiful. But, it's too perfect.
Until now. Oh.
Yeah. So, like I said, even not punched. Anyway, I'm pretty stoked on this.
Well, let's get that on the stand.
Yep.
Excuse me while I go into the light box.
Going into the light box. So if you do have a friend that can go to Disneyland, tell them just to peek when they go. We've gotten bamboozled in some items. They said were exclusive to Disneyland to have ended up just for sale, but some of them don't. So if the price is really good and a friend can hook it up because they're going, ask them just to check for you. I do have a pretty sweet collection of droids that you could only get at the park. And most of those are just regular store price. They're about $12 for a regular figure that would, and it's Disneyland, California. I think some of the others exclusive. All right. How's the box going?
We're going. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Just take an enlarge real quick.
Considering how probably not super limber this guy is, he's got all 4 feet on there and staying solid. So, if money was no object and space was no object, I would want 6 of these with Tuscan Raiders on them going across a dirt area. AJ, would you go out to a deserty area with me and photograph the crud out of that?
No, I'll go in my backyard though.
Okay, we'll do the backyard. But they're so cool that, like I said, in a halfway decent scaled down area that you were taking photos, these things would look really cool in the dirt. I am going to say I think the people that did the pictures for the box did a really good job. There just seems to be good focusing and fading rear ground areas. So the photographers for these, they did a good job. They took some good photos. So anyway, I will say, you guys, it was a little steep. I think I paid after tax everything like $70 for this thing, but it still has yet to come out any other way except for at the park. And if you're a hardcore Star Wars fan and you like this scale, I think I think it's worth it. It's worth it. So really heavy. It's a lot of plastic. You feel like you really have a serious toy. I think this was designed for a little bit more serious, like collectors. Like I said, the fact that the figures are unpunched and come this gorgeous, they're clamshelled really, really well.
They're packaged really well. Everything about it was done really good.
Yeah,
I'm impressed with the figure.
Yeah, vintage and legacy series figures have been fabulous. Tons of articulation, detail. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess I'm done stroking Hasbro on that one. But
you just want to keep petting the furry.
Yep. So I think it's pretty fun, you guys. I think that you could even get it for a kid if you had cash like that, and they probably would love it. But now we're gonna move on to something. Oh, he went down. Bantha down. Bantha down.
Camera down.
Camera down. Oh, the Bantha was fine.
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. Camera down. Bantha fine.
Why are you talking like Kevin Nealon? Bantha down. Camera 5.
Oh
Moving
man.
forward.
Then I need to work on it because I want to be able to nail a perfect kneeling. So this is gonna be pretty sweet, you guys. This is the detail already on the box. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Dreamstar Toys Load Warrior. Again, this is their third installment into their second combiner. Their first combiner was Superion, and I slipped. I should have gotten on that. Everything I've seen about it says it's gorgeous, but they say that some of the joints in there are loose and come apart easy. Well, super glue, some screwdrivers, and you're fine. Um, so I went ahead and after seeing the final design of this, I went ahead and said, Psh, I'm grabbing it. And I don't care. The figures themselves are relatively affordable. I picked this one up for 120. Yeah, it's 120, and this thing is bigger than the other. Uh, what was it? Giant Legion Devastator figures that we had picked up and unboxed for you. So why don't we go ahead and get started and open it? And phone down again.
Phone down. Bantha still up?
Bantha still up.
Bantha still up. Right on.
And we're in the groove. We're in the tone. All right.
All right, there we go. It's a whirly Bantha. Okay.
Now this box unfortunately came damaged. The box came damaged and some of the packaging came damaged. So bad on FedEx. But on the box, you can see some of the art, what the vehicle's going to look like. I know you can't see it too well from in there because of the lighting and what have you, but you'll get better shots at it once we open it. I'm hoping it comes in robot form. Otherwise, we're going to have to do a transforming video later on down.
Yeah, I hope it's not just in torso form,
or whatever form
or
it's going to be in.
Yeah. He looks pretty big though. He looks like a major part.
Pull.
Okay, well, hey, it's in a good clamshell, so I think the box and the clamshell looks like they did their job. So
just looking at it already, this guy's badass. I'm already impressed.
ooh.
Right? And you got parts. Here and here. It comes in a pre-cut clamshell. There's no tie downs, anything. Everything's wrapped in plastic and has a plastic bag around it.
Parts are pretty hardcore. They look really sturdy. I'm not going to connect anything until I've actually looked at some instructions. But so far, look at those big, heavy, translucent axe blades. Those are really nice.
Just look at replacement hip joints.
Okay. These literally look like a cherry candy. They're like this perfectly
glazed over.
Yeah.
Take that bottom out. Oh yeah. I already know. This thing is Gundam solid.
Yeah, it is a pretty serious beast.
Look at that dude.
So I've never seen this before. I've never seen a figure come with an alternate lower
replacement. It's for when he gets older, like when he's 60, he's got to get that hip replacement.
Yeah, I mean, so hey, at least you've got your hip replacement in advance handled. So
look at this guy. He is a big beefy bastard. He is, I guess you would call it chug, is what the phrase is. But he is awesome. He turns into a forklift. No, load warrior. So he is.
Yeah, he's a loader. He's a dump truck.
He's a dump truck. So I'm gonna get the POV cam out. Stop staring at the hairy bantha.
I'll be honest with you, all I'm doing is just playing with this hip section, and even the hip section is entertaining. And there's literally it is going to be a doozy to transform. I'm looking real close on it, and there's a lot of moving parts. But he looks like a good robot. I mean, he's got good, he looks like he could probably get some pretty decent posing in. You've got individually let's see what we got here. Yeah, the hands, fingers look like they're jointed in 1, 2, 3 places. There's an independent ball jointed thumb.
Love that the ankle joints rotate, so he can pose all over the place.
They did show him in some pretty drastic poses on the
He's got
box.
the ab crunch.
Yeah, so the box, like like I was telling you, actually has him in some pretty dynamic poses.
If you take a look,
This is a heavy piece of Transformer.
hand me that box again.
I love really, really tiny warnings and danger stuff that's printed, especially when something's supposed to be a machine or a vehicle when it's transformed. There's high voltage, there's warnings, super tiny font, but it's clear, good paint. And like I said, it looks like, let's see here. As far as fingers go, yeah. So you guys, we've got a independent 1, 2, 3 position index finger on the hand, and then the other 4 are together, but they're still hinged in 3 spots. And yeah, there's a ball jointed thumb that also has a joint on the end of the thumb. So even for the size of this, it's got some good articulation. I'm not going to get too wacky with this thing because it's not mine. But it's heavy, detailed like crazy. Yeah, this thing's got to be. I feel like it's got to be at least 2.5 pounds.
Look at that.
That is ridiculous, right there. Just want to get him a little more leaned.
I love his ab crunch.
Yeah. So let me look at that ab crunch too. So watch out. Like the whole thing's just hinged on that one hinge. Okay, well, it's a really sturdy looking thing, but we're transforming it is definitely not going to be a one episode situation. There's no chance of that.
Oh, it'll be heavily edited episode.
Yeah.
Excuse me, furry bastard. Let's see how he stands on the spinner.
Yeah, so these all are going to go together and become the handle for the axe. There's actually even a joint in one of these pieces. If AJ wants that together, he's going to do that because that's going to require pushing some pieces together. But I mean that axe is just candy. It's massive.
Where did this joint come from?
Okay, and then I guess some end goes in there. Woo! That's a piece of weaponry right there. Ouch. Ouch. If I had like a real metal one of those, I could just get funky in the kitchen. I love chopping vegetables. It's fun. So there's that joint that we were talking about.
Not the good joint.
Yeah, that thing is like a foot. That's a solid foot of axe, which that's probably one of the most.
Joel, I've been meaning to ask you a question.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen a Devastator come with any extra stuff besides maybe a gun or two, right? A blaster or two.
I've seen.
They come with axes?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, to those
the Predaking, the one Predaking that I have has a sword that's like 3 feet long.
Okay. Well, it's hard. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. But as far as next to that, would this be a close second for best weapon?
No, I'm sorry to say. For me, the second best weapon had to be Victoria.
Okay.
From the Hasbro line, the Combiner Wars.
Okay.
All the weapons from all the different characters come together and make one big sword. And that was kind of cool to do.
Yeah, you're not beating that.
Yeah.
You're not beating that.
And it was the same for the Predaking that I'm talking about, the King Toys version. All the swords and all the weapons come together and they form this big, massive ass sword. That if you remember Freddy, who does the show with us, when he holds it, it looks like he's holding a short sword, like he's holding Sting from Lord of the Rings.
That's pretty cool.
That's how big that thing is, and it's pretty awesome.
Somebody in the company got the green light to do that, and they were like, oh, yes. This will be my Mona Lisa. And then that's it.
Right. So I'm very excited with everything we got today. And I'm very excited to get all the stuff off of Joel's hands because he can't seem to stop playing with it.
It's like I said, it's the detail as an artist looking at it. It's I think I maybe have said this before, but even if somebody is doing this in the computer and they're not doing physical sculpts, on a project, it doesn't mean there isn't ridiculous amounts of time. Somebody still has to make every shape and change. And I'm really impressed. The people who work on these, they obviously have the same resolve as people who are, inking and penciling anime, because it's a tedious, highly detailed situation, man.
I discovered what I figured out this weekend, looking at all my figures and putting my figures together, because I've been working on slowly taking my collection and combining all of my combiner figures.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a slow, tedious process. Mm-hmm. But what I found is that it's my version of puzzles. So, a lot of people like to put together puzzles. They like puzzle games.
Sudoku.
They like Sudoku. They like Rubik's Cubes, things like that. And that's what Transformers are to me. I'm just putting together a puzzle, different pieces of a puzzle to come together to make a big picture. And whether that be taking it from an action figure into a dump truck or a dump truck and combining it with other figures to make one giant robot. It's all one giant puzzle, one very complicated erector set of a puzzle.
Yeah.
That I'm putting together. And that's what helps me clear my mind and keeps my fingers busy. Idle hands are the devil's plaything, so they say. But so is an idle mind. And keep my mind occupied, I do puzzles. You see old people do them. You see families do them. We're all, when we get retired, we have our little hobbies, our little side projects. Transformers are my old people project. They're my puzzle.
Well, they've pushed to a level that's you take the hardest Sudoku you could find, like level 10 out of 10 hard. Um, the level of work put into the pieces AJ shows when we do these episodes, it's that kind of level. You need to be methodical and take your time. And it's like doing Sudoku in pen where there ain't no going back. Like
Right.
you've got to do it slow because these are extremely complicated, like you said, puzzles. But at the end, you get a whole new crazy loco robot on top of the robot you had and the other thing you had.
And just like puzzles, when you're missing a piece or it doesn't come together perfectly, you throw it against the wall and start all over again.
Yeah. So,
Expensively.
Yeah.
And when you're done with the puzzle, don't you just want to seal it up, frame it, hang it on a wall, and display it, just like I've done?
Yeah. I think things enjoyed are things meant to be seen. Especially even for yourself or to share when other people come around. That's what we do. I'm stoked to see this guy complete. I just want to see his friends too. So I'm imagining he's probably one of the bigger ones, but I don't know at this point the scale on him. But he's a serious robot. But anyway, serious contender for being one of the larger ones.
We're gonna have fun putting this one together.
Yeah, and you're still getting your purple and you're getting your green, but you're still getting Devastator colors, but they're like rich and deep and metallic,
and rusty.
Yeah,
like almost like a deep wine.
Yeah,
but not wine red color. But but I love it. Well, that wraps up our episode for the week. 30 minutes. Look at that, short, sweet.
Yeah.
Unlike Joel,
you want to bring these guys out together? Do you mind real quick?
Not short and sweet.
Yeah.
At all. He's just this tall, fucking freaky dude. I'm
curious. I've never seen a Transformer next to a Bantha. So let's show you some skill real quick on these guys.
Boom. See if I can get him out of here.
Okay, he's pretty serious. Now I'll show you just real quick scale to the action figure.
He could ride the Bantha.
He's about right there, just a pinch above a knee. And yeah. So you got.
Oh my God, you broke it.
Oh, what?
Just kidding.
Oh man, give me a freaking heart attack. So there you go. You got full Bantha action going on, and size compared. And I'm sorry, dude. On the box, did they actually give him their own new company name besides Load Warrior? Yep, straight up. And he voted no.
Right. That guy's dead.
That axe is really heavy. Yeah. This thing is gonna need some love.
That's the problem sometimes when you get these overly articulated fingers.
Yeah.
It's hard to make them grip because they get loosened real easy.
And bam. So yeah,
he's wanted a Ultimate Warrior face mask on me. Now I have one.
Oh, you totally got it. That's super wicked. Yeah, that Bantha could totally hook homeboy up with a ride, if robots got tired. But
or tires.
Yeah. Pretty
They got a flat.
Yeah. Completely different toys. I think they did a great job of what each of them needed to achieve. So if you guys are interested in either of these, I think we got what we wanted so far. So I think you would too.
Very happy with everything.
Yeah.
So once again, thanks everybody for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you can see me anywhere, I am over here.
There you are. Kind of like the mask, kind of cool too.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna wear this.
Yeah.
These are my new glasses.
You're a new superhero or villain.
That's right. I'm now the ultimate warrior or a wrestler.
Yeah.
I can be a luchador. Arriba! Thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure you check us out this Thursday for the newest episode of the Panel Cast. We're going to be reviewing Gen V, me and Freddie. We've been watching that show, and we're going to tell you what we think about it.
I'm just starting, so I'm behind those guys.
So come check us out on Thursday, October 18th, on Saturday, October 18th. Me, Joel, Joey, Justin, all the J's, and the 1A. Where am I? Here I am.
Yeah.
Move you over here.
3 J's.
Oh, just chopped his head off.
I'm knocking it all down. Yeah. 3 J's and an A.
We're going to be doing our live stream broadcast, something that we normally do every season. This season, we're doing Frankenstein in celebration of the fact that the four of us, after the live stream, we're going to go see the Frankenstein film. Well, not the four of us. Joel's not going to go because he's stupid.
Yeah.
But the rest of us are all going to go see the Frankenstein film from Guillermo del Toro that's coming out, and we're going to go enjoy it and have fun. But beforehand, we're going to live stream a drawing session of us drawing Frankenstein and telling our favorite stories about the monster and how we enjoyed growing up with it and the importance of Hollywood studio monsters.
Huge
Universal
impact,
Studio monsters.
Huge impact. And if you didn't know, we could probably do 6 episodes on how it is.
Right.
But,
how impactful and important those type of monsters that came from the Universal Studios were in our lives. So make sure you check us out October 18th. Otherwise, keep it here every Thursday for the panel cast, and the side panels will be coming at you every other week. So till then, please like, share, and subscribe. Check out the Starlight Digest and our friends over at the Shadow Nose Network.
Yep.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
Thanks a lot. Take it easy. Be cool.
I'm horror and comedy author Rick Gualtieri, and when you're not assaulting your eyeballs with my books, you should definitely be making sweet love to your ear holes by listening to the Forbidden Panel podcast.